Hey guys, welcome to Edu HubSpot PMP Mindset video series. In this video, we will talk about budget and schedule, how budget and schedule is managed on traditional projects, and the same thing, how budget and schedule is managed on the agile projects. So you have to understand and differentiate between those. But in order to do that, you need this Edu HubSpot PMP Mindset tool. And I'm going to show it to you how you can get it at the end of the video. But before we do that, let's go right into the topic. Let's first talk about the entire concept in detail. So when you are on the homepage of the Mindset tool, click on budget and schedule. Okay, now let's read the difference between the two. On traditional predictive projects, planning for the budget is done using the scope that has been established. For projects that follow the waterfall process, the budget is typically set in stone. Since the project is planned out from the beginning to the end, it is less possible to alter the budget in the middle of it. The change management process must be followed for any changes to the budget or schedule. So on the traditional projects, typically the project budget is given to you well in advance, if you ask me. Of course, the scope is defined, and based on the scope, you will determine the project budget. But before even the project is started, your scope is well defined. You exactly know what is needed. So your budget is also well defined. And if there are any changes to that, then and if it is determined at the later stages of the project, then your project budget will increase. Okay, so let's see on the agile side. Agile is flexible and invites adaptation, experimentation, and changes in course, even in the project's later stages. The budget is typically more adaptable as a result. Consequently, is revised in light of input from each increment. So same thing, if you ask me, on agile side is little different. So budget is much more flexible. You don't really have a fixed budget as such, like the way you have in the traditional mindset, in the traditional project management. It really depends upon if you're adding more and more scope, the budget will also change. So it's much more flexible on the agile project. Same thing is related to schedule also. On the traditional projects, your schedule is much more, I would say, fixed. You want to make sure that you want to complete it under a well-defined schedule. On the agile side, it really depends upon the scope of the project, and you really don't go with the fixed schedule as such, as compared to traditional projects. So let's do one question. Devin is a project manager who is managing an year-long project. After 8 months, Devin analyzed the project status and came to the conclusion that they were on budget and on schedule. Okay. However, the customers are not happy. Which of the following option would have prevented this situation? So basically, Devin completed the project on budget and on schedule, but still the customers are not happy. So what could be the problem? Let's see. A. While defining the project scope, Devin should have considered getting customer approval. This looks like a good choice because we are talking about budget and schedule which we completed. So definitely the problem is with something else. It could be scope. So option A may be a correct choice. B. Devin should have monitored the risk throughout the project. See, the question is not talking about risk anywhere. So I don't think so B is the correct choice. I'm double clicking on that and it shows that is the wrong choice. Option C. Devin should have made sure that all the project work is completed on time. The question stated that you completed the project on schedule. So C is not a correct statement. So which is the wrong answer as well. Let's see D. Devin should have made sure that the root cause of the quality problem are defined. Once again, yes, the customers are not happy, but it's not necessary that the customers are not happy because of the quality. Nowhere in the question they are talking about the quality. So I cannot determine that it was because of the quality. So option D is out as well, which is the wrong choice. So the only option which is left is your option A, which is basically the project scope. So the customers are not happy, and it could be because of any reason. It could be quality, it could be scope, it could be any XYZ reason. But if you are getting the customer's approval throughout or at the early stages, they would have been much more happier. They would have made sure that their requirements are taken care. So option A is the correct answer choice. If I click here to see the answer explanation, you will see the explanation why it is correct. Okay, you can also watch the video explanation for this question by clicking on this video, and it's gonna take you to a new video where you can watch it. Okay, there is another question which you can practice, but once again, I'm not gonna practice it for you. I want you guys to practice. And how you can do it? First, go to the home page. How to get this tool for free of cost? Just go on my website www.eduhubspot.com. When you go on my website, you will see two options over there. Either bottom right hand side, you will see an option of chat, click on that chat option, talk to one of my team member, or you request a demo, book a demo, and you will directly, based on the timeline, you can connect directly with one of my team member, and they're gonna set up a 30-minute Zoom call with you. Now, what is the purpose of this Zoom call? They're gonna explain you how to use this tool. They're gonna understand your background, what you are doing, how you are doing in your studies, and they will give you some pointers. After the end of the call, of that Zoom call, they're gonna email this mindset tool for you free of cost. If you are my student or if you are not my student, you will, irrespective of that, you will get this tool free of cost. Only thing I ask from you is go on my website and talk to them. Give us those 30 minutes, because ultimately I want to make sure that I'm impacting your life, not just by helping you pass the PMP exam, but touching your hearts. That's my end goal. And please don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel, because I'm gonna explain this entire 15 concepts, everything. Like before the real PMP, you have to watch these 15 sections, wear your PMI hat in order to pass this exam successfully. And don't forget to send me an email when you pass this exam, because these emails help me a lot. It motivates me a lot to make something as beautiful like PMI Mindset tool, which I did. Hey guys, I hope you liked my Agile Mindset video on budget and schedule. The next video I'm going to talk about is project management plan. How project management plan is done on predictive projects and how project management plan is done on agile projects. So stay tuned for that. On the other hand, you will see my most favorite video. If you want to watch it, please go and click on that. Thank you.